this is like a decoy review panel. We have 3 guys and a review sheet and scales in different, what would you say, categories.
Yep.
And we're rating these decoys on these certain categories in the scale that we've, created for that category.
And that's the thing with, we might all
be different.
Should we go over this sheet before we even start?
Yeah, so
we're kind of looking.
Yeah, Pat, read off kind of what you're seeing.
So basically, we all have the same sheet, and this is obviously it's the first time, so we might add topics. We might take some. Anyways, that might change, but the first topic would be value/price. So what we think based off the price that we sell it for, where we rank that, size, weight, material, carve and detail, paint, and then features. So the max score you can get is going to be 100. Each of those topics that I just listed have a different scale. Some are your max score is 25, your max score is 5. So it's all broken up. Your total, if you got it all, would be 100. So, and these are brand new that just hit the market decoys. We'll do a couple snows and then a blue.
Now we have the ProFlex Snow Goose full bodies. Right now they're in 2 separate packs. They are a 12-pack.
As far as price, it's $249.99 MSRP. They're on sale currently for $219.99.
There you go. Snow Goose Flyer. So with that, you said $219.99?
Currently on sale. Their MSRP is $249.99.
Gotcha.
So
we'll cruise through this. Value and price on these bad boys. Patrick, you kind of remember what Snow Goose full bodies go for.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the most expensive 12-pack will go for? Because not all of them are sold in 12-packs.
So am I basing that off if I get 2 6-packs?
Yeah.
Like AVNX does a 10-pack. We'll go by dozen.
Yeah.
I think the most expensive would probably be around closer to the 300 mark. Maybe like a migration series. 2 6-packs of those.
Dakota, yeah. 2 6-packs are $150 on the migration Dakota 6-packs. Snows.
So I'm dead on.
Yeah, you're dead on price. Now,
you'd think I manage waterfowl.
Yeah. With that though, there's features differences. Like there's size a little bit. Those migrations series are bigger, and then there's also bases with those. I think these are just stakes. I have the stakes over here.
Okay, you could use bases with these. They do come with the stakes.
Yeah, they come with the stakes. I'm not unzipping them. This is an Avery stake. If you're a waterfowler, you've probably seen these before.
Yeah.
But you get these with the box, and you can get bases that work the same exact way. You could purchase them on our website if you needed bases. But I feel like most everybody's going to use stakes. Now, again, Patrick was looking at the size of them when he did his value.
I was looking at the size of them. Yeah, I got it down. Well, I don't need to write it twice. It's going to be the same for.
Yeah, we're kind of doing these at the same time. Yeah. The blue over there is the same price, I think. Correct, Hayden? The blue's the same price.
Yeah, they're about the same price.
Yeah, they're same price. And you can't get like 6 and 6 in a pack, right? It's all snows for a dozen or all blues for a dozen.
All snows or all blues.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. At this current moment.
They don't do a mixed pack. They do, well, we'll get to it. They do make a Canada pack, but they're not out here today.
Okay.
So
you got your value?
Yep. I wrote that down. Yep. Size. Probably knock that one out real quick.
So, yeah, I mean, the size. They aren't the biggest full body snow out there. You gotta weigh what really is important to you.
Uh-huh.
How many more can you fit in a trailer?
That's what I think of storing 15 dozen like mega snow full bodies. It'd be a nightmare.
So I mean, there's something to say about that.
Definitely.
Weight cruising through them, man. These things are light.
They're very light. Very, very light.
Over the years, there's been decoys out there that are like EVA collapsible stuff. Like these feel very similar to that, but just better. But they're super light, super flexible. Man, and I bet they blow around really good in the wind. Material, we kind of went over that with the last one, but it's got that, I don't know exactly the makeup of it, but it's some type of flexible EVA of some sort, a blend of something. They have like their name that they call, I think it's like a ProFlex something. Another thing about it, as we're talking, they're one piece, which is good. There's 4 different positions in these 12 packs.
Oh, okay.
And there's 3, 3, 3, 3.
Yep.
Of each. So the boxes are behind me, so I'm peeking.
feeder active.
Two uprights and 2 feeders.
And walker.
3 walker, 3 rester.
Yeah, walker, active, whatever.
Gotcha.
Feeder.
Everyone seems to have their own description
Of
what
the decoy head looks like.
The decoy head's looking like. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really universal anymore.
All right, carve and detail. I mean, it is a snow.
Wrote that down.
And it is a blue.
Yep.
Or if you got suggestions, we'll take.
Please let us know.
On your way down to the comments to let us know what you want us to see, hit that subscribe and follow button.
There you go. Hayden jumps in there with valuable
My man.
stuff there. Carve detail. It's out of 15. Paint. I mean, look at that blue. You looking at blue for the...
I am.
I think it's pretty good.
It's got the color. It's got the right.
It's got the contrast.
It's got the right color.
Yeah. For,
If a snow goose was
an
flying
eagle head,
over,
like an adult,
it would be like, hey, there's a blue down there.
Yeah.
They would know.
I think they did pretty good. Oh, then Pat's tallying them up. Features.
Maybe
So
this might it might be early. It might be a good time to talk about it, Chandler. What do you think of these feet?
I'm not too picky on feet. They have kind of like a stretch bungee in there, and you can fold them inside if you want to.
That's what I could care less about the feet with a decoy. That's just personal opinion. Some people really do, but I love that you can like swing them in.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something that they've been.
Hold it.
Yeah, you can swing them in and get them out of your way when you're putting them in bags if you want to. I don't know how many snow goose guys are going to do that.
Right.
Like Canada guys who put honkers and and slotted bags will definitely fold the feet in.
It seems like it holds pretty good too. Yeah, swings.
But for putting out full body snow geese, tail loops I think are great.
Great.
And I think with all the decoys with this light of weight and this type of material, I don't think I've ever seen one with a motion cone in it. And the Avery motion cone, which has been out for so long.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen the Avery motion cone, the stake has a 90-degree piece of plastic, a perpendicular extrusion off the stake that can go in 2 different slots. One slot is very narrow, but it has some up and down, so it could do a little bit of forward rocking up and down. And then the other slot has a wider left and right, so this thing actually gets left and right movement.
Oh, cool.
So you can pick between the 2.
That's
Normally
cool.
I go with the back one, if you can see there. I don't know if we can put on that cam, Hayden.
That's where you have options, though.
Yeah, you can pick between the back. This back hole right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's where all the motion comes from right there.
Gotcha.
And then there's a front hole. Can you see it in there?
Yep.
And that just gives maybe a little bit of up and down, but no left and right. I've always just used the one in the back. And I think you can pick these things up, and the stakes might stay in the ground because they're stakes. But like if you have bases, it's kind of the bases kind of follow these things around sometimes if you pick them up correctly. But I know like the GHG XD honkers have like another like retaining piece inside their stake that keeps the base with the decoy as you move it around. But this one doesn't have it, I don't think. This is back to the traditional motion cone. Usually these type of decoys have a stake that pops through the top of the body, right there. Okay, I need to add mine up.
So I'll start.
Pat, you got yours already figured out.
I gave it an overall of an 85. So mine went up actually a little bit from was 81 on that Canada.
What'd you get to?
I got to an 85.
85.
I think overall I think most everything about it I love. My highest score was a 23 out of 25 on the value and price. I think at 220 you're right where you need to be for a dozen decoys.
Yeah.
Man, I need to start.
There's some I've seen around. It depends what's on sale at the time, obviously.
Right,
but I think
right.
220 is a great price for a dozen decoys or blues.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it's not quite the lowest, but that's also based off sales that are going on. My highest score again was material, but that's because this material is the same as the Canada, so it obviously got a 10. Just to speak, carve and detail, I did get a 10 out of 15, so it was actually one of my lower scores. I don't know why. It's something about the head that I couldn't get by visually to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a slightly undersized compared to the body, but I don't hunt a ton of snows. So again, just as a consumer, I was looking at it, just sitting here on the table, and I was like, it's not that it's terrible. I gave it an 85. I I was like, God, I can't get past that. One quick thing on features, and I made a note, the motion cone size. So obviously I deal with putting these on display a bunch all the time at the store. I love the backside, the bigger portion where you get all the movement.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would make their other one about twice as big.
Up and down or left and right?
Left and right.
Oh.
Because trying to get that
piece of steak,
the orange tab that sticks out,
Yeah.
trying to get it in there,
Right, it's a little pain.
especially when you're setting a
Yeah.
bunch. I'm just putting out displays
Right.
and trying to get that in there. Because here's the thing. Are we going to be upset if it can't go left and right just a little bit? I mean, come on. You want more motion anyways.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't want the decoy just stuck like that. So, and that's,
But
it's
there's
just completely biased. It's just, I wish it was a little bit more.
there's an argument when, say it's a 35-mile-an-hour wind day, and you don't want your decoys just doing circles out there either, right?
No, but
but-
it wouldn't ever do a circle.
Right.
they
That
could-
was an exaggeration,
Sure could
definitely.
thrash around.
But
Like maybe, I'm just saying like,
imagine having 1,000 snow decoys just all just going like
Nuts.
just nuts.
Just,
it might look good to them. I don't know.
just a
but
quarter, like not even maybe an eighth of an inch bigger.
yeah,
Because trying to get that tab in there
Right.
every single time,
that makes sense.
I don't know.
And if you're still listening to us, just know, people kill snows with a bunch of plastic bags painted white, tied on a stake. So we're being very technical here,
Yeah.
and what we're talking
doing
about.
a new game show thing that we're coming up with here, where we're trying to do very technical,
Yeah.
in-depth
Evaluations.
evaluations.
And 3 different opinions from 3 different hunters.
Definitely.
Exactly.
So,
You go second, Chandler.
But 85.
85. I need to get to your level. I feel like you're.
He made me feel bad too. Chandler.
I bumped up to a 76. But you
Got
The
two Simon Cowles.
That's right.
yeah, we'll figure out how the flow of this. But I went 18 on the value, 18 out of 25 on the value. Man, I don't know. There's a lot of features going on. They're not the lowest price 12 pack. So you can buy, there's other decoys out there that are a 12 pack that are lower priced than these. But these have a lot of features. So I mean, it's still 18 out of 20. I feel like that's pretty high, but maybe I'm being too judgmental.
Nope.
But the size I definitely bumped up. I do like the smaller size. Like, I think there's a huge benefit to throwing these in a trailer or a shed or something. And if your full body snows were 25% bigger, you're just taking up so much room. These things right here are flexible
Definitely.
and small.
I'll have to test it, but I bet we can get almost 6 dozen of these
In a seed
the
bag?
Rogers Giant Goose Decoy
I
bag.
bet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you could. Be close.
Based off of what I've measured already for some other decoys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
I think the features are very high. I did 18 out of 20. I always thought these were very
Yeah.
feature rich because they have a motion cone. They have folding out feet. They have feet. Well, do you need to put feet on a snow goose decoy?
I don't know.
They did.
did.
And they painted them. They even painted,
the bungee orange to match the.
and they got tail loops, and they're EVA. They're light. Like, there's feature rich. I should have gone to 20 out of that, but
They check a lot of boxes.
yeah. So I think it's a great option if you want to save some space. I think the size is not going to matter to the snow geese. I think it's going to help out with transportation, storage, all that stuff.
I was a Debbie Downer then. I gave it a 73.
Dang.
I was being a little hypocritical because I gave a bad score on the size when I gave a great score on the size for the shells. So maybe that's just I never thought maybe that's opinion on me.
It
But,
is.
These I don't know. Something about the size. I mean, people could love them or people could hate them. That's just.
Do you
think-
want it bigger?
You think snow goose care?
Well, again, this is just my experience, what I do. I don't have money for 100 dozen full body snows. So the snows that I do have,
And full bodies are kill hole snows.
at the full bodies I do have, I like them to look real good, real big, put them right in the kill hole, and just be really meaty. And I think, these will definitely get the job done, and they look great. But when I get the full bodies, I kind of like to puff them up a little bit for the kill hole. Now, if I was able to buy, a bunch of boxes of full bodies, this would be an option for me. Because you'd be able to, like you said, have a couple big Rogers giant bags where you can, put them on a trailer, get them there. It would be really easy.
Yeah.
So there are benefits to that. I did go high on the features too. I think for what this decoy is, they knocked the features out of the park. Like you said, do you need feet? Is that like where people kill them with white plastic bags?
Yeah.
So it's like, to have orange feet on them is pretty cool. To think of. And
it's for the waterfowler, not the snow geese.
Yeah, and then I gave it a lower score on the material. I like the being able to crunch up the shells and have them pop out and everything, but I'm scared of these holding their form for longevity, because when we set up a spread, there's going to be 9 or 10 other guys helping me. So 9 or 10 other guys that I probably don't trust grabbing decoys, and then you're just going quick. You're mangling them. I bet very rarely do people treat snow goose decoys with perfection.
Like they do like a fully flocked Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Like I will beat them up. And so I'm scared that, I'm going to like punch it in and there's going to be a hole, but the good thing is you can easily pop them out. I was able to get my hands up in there, even around the cone, and be able to reshape the decoy.
That cone's slightly flexible.
Yes.
It is screwed down through the back for anybody that hasn't seen them before.
But it has a little give.
But it has a give, so you can, Now, to go off like you're talking about, I would say this, based off of what it is made out of, I think durability-wise, I think is going to be really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you went just not cracking or snapping in half, I think that part you could probably really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how you treat them too.
We kind of felt
It's so based off of the guy who throws them in a trailer, or the guy who, there's guys that, or women, they bag all their decoys, and they're like,
oh yeah,
it's the same guys that wash their tennis shoes. So
that's a great.
I'm just
Don't
saying,
do that, by the way. Do not wash your tennis shoes.
From a sneaker guy.
Yes,
says,
please.
Do not wash your shoes.
Dear Lord, don't do that.
What if your white shoes get dirty?
What if I have so
Then you
much
use
grass
shoe
stains
cleaner
on my
and
New
a brush.
Balances?
You never throw your shoes in the washing machine. Don't ever do that.
I did.
He got some New Balances and he got a lot of grass stains on them.
Give them to me and I will clean them, please.
Post.
I did. I
don't know. I think it was Nike Air Maxes right before we got on, and it said this kid took a picture of his dad's pile of his lawn Nike Air Maxes. He's gotten the same pair every time, and it's like starts with like they're all green, and his new ones are at the top.
They're
It's
white,
like a shade.
Yeah,
that's great.
No, but I know it's a funny. I'm equating it to that, but that's why durability's tough, because I think all decoys can last forever. It's just how we treat them. And waterfowl's harsh.
And I was judging that
harsh,
off of I beat my stuff up. I'm not nice with it. I don't
which
put
is
them
good
in nice
for you,
bags, which is
you
good for
can
me.
throw these all together.
Yeah.
And stuff them in, and you're trying to close that trailer door.
Yeah.
Can't get another decoy in there.
Yep.
Definitely.
These will squeeze for you.
Yeah.
They will.
All right. Well,
I loved it.
GHG ProFlex decoys. You did a little in-depth review. Excuse me, and we had some harsh judges.
Yeah. And
it was
we'll
first
get
time.
better at it. And
Now, hey, C's get degrees, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Not saying these won't kill snow geese. I guarantee you will kill plenty and plenty of snow geese over these.
If you guys like this, leave a comment for sure. And if you guys think of a funny name to call this segment,
yep,
throw it down in the comment as
need
well. Or
title for
email
the
us at
segment.
podcast@rogersportinggoods.com, whatever.
Yep. Suggestions, title, we need all that stuff.
Tell us that we were wrong on something.
Be like, no, that's not right.